Everybody, and we welcome you ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we're just about ready for action.
Texas.
Just the opening round of 12 scheduled for tonight's bout. That's a forceful two-punch combo by Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier, of course, one of the all-time great knockout punchers, but the guy he's going up against tonight, he can take care of you.
Yeah, he can bang. In Frazier's mind, he's got the bazooka, though. He figures everyone else, they have a little stiletto.
You need to keep that head
Unable
moving.
to land clean by Briggs. Briggs' knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend, one of them is to block. He did it there well. Joe Frazier's able to land a good, solid left hand. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by the Cannon. Good, solid right hand lands. And that's where he wants his man opposite him, right against the ropes. The Cannon's legs can't fail him now. Oh, my, is he taking damage. Very accurate with the overhand right. Combo lands to the head. The Cannon's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Smoking Joe with a smoking right hand. Frazier's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. The Cannon's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Frazier's punch stats tell the story of that last round, Teddy. He was just the busier man.
Yeah, he was the busier man. Not big blows, you know, not real damaging blows, but he controlled the tempo.
Good work defensively by Joe Frazier. Plus, he landed that counterpunch. Oh, he just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all. Now he's boxing in his man a bit there. He's got him trapped in the corner. He engages in the clinch. Frazier showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark. Oh, veteran move. Counter shot to the head. Joe Frazier's doing a beautiful job here early on of counter-punching.
Yeah, it's going to pay off for him later on. You know, we talk about body work paying off for you down the road, like investing some money in the bank. Well, counter-punching pays off, too, because your opponent becomes a little tentative, and then down the stretch, he's not busy enough.
He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was a big shot he just scored with. He just went down. The in-fighter went out, and now he went down.
Hey, it's okay to go out, but go out the side door. He went out the front door, and as you said, maybe he's paying the ultimate price.
Get up!
2, 3.
Stand up! Stand up!
Frazier's now getting back up off the canvas. Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. A big hook to the head by Joe Frazier. Last 10 seconds. Throws a counter punch there. End of the round there. A round in which we did see the knockdown. And Teddy, when a fighter comes back to the corner, having just been floored, typically how are they acting? What are you seeing out of them?
Just imagine you just walked into a room and somebody hit you from behind. You dropped. You're afraid to go in that room again. So, put a light on in that room and explain to him why he got dropped. He will not be afraid to go back in that room.
He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Gets rid of that body shot. Fires off the hook. Look at that. And there he counters back against his opponent. Joe Frazier is coming out here after being knocked down in the last round. Teddy, what are some of the things you look for that will tell you he's on steady ground, that he looks fine?
Well, the first thing I look for is the base, the foundation. I mean, you look at a house, you want to see and you want to make sure that that basement is solid. There's cinder blocks there. You know, you don't want to see that upper floor waving a little when there's a wind. You're looking at his legs. You want to make sure that they're steady, they're firm.
Coming to the halfway point of this third round. What impact from that uppercut by Briggs. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. He just missed that shot up top.
Move your hands.
He's committing to the work downstairs. He puts forth a right hand. Joe Frazier's nose has started to bleed. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Ten clicks of the talk. And this round comes to an end.
Double that jab. Hey, double that jab. Now put us in a position. Jab, jab, right. Hey, that's what I want to see.
Round number 4 is underway. A chance to look at Teddy's scorecard. Been an even fight, but Teddy, that's what we expected. It was hard to really say one guy had a distinct advantage going into this fight.
No, exactly. One thing I'm a little surprised about, though, Joe, is on the inside. You know, both guys have been cooperating, kind of making solid agreements not to work. Whoever decides not to make those agreements, I think he's going to start pulling away a little bit.
You see him zeroing in with that left hand to the body. A big punch by the Cannon. Briggs is hurt by that. The Cannon's in a tough spot here. Did you see that? What a turn of events. What a turnaround. He scores his own knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
And that's where scoring a knockdown hurts you sometimes, because now you think he's just going to walk in and get it again. Well, he walked in, he did get it. He got it.
Briggs' trainer is thrilled with this. He gets up off the canvas. Now he wants to see how he'll react. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round.
One.
He missed with that headshot. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Frazier's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? Able to block and counter back.
Move.
You see him holding on.
Stay focused on
10 seconds remaining in this round. End of this round. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and now they got some work to do here. Their man was just dropped.
Yeah, the first thing is you put some cold water. You can't use that. You clear his head, and you tell him why he was dropped.
Briggs has got to find a way to survive and maybe even do more than that. He was knocked down in the last round, and here, you know, all eyes are on his status here to start this round.
Well, Joe, don't put too much on his plate in this kind of situation. Right now, surviving would be enough. He can worry about winning later on.
Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Frazier's got a great sense of when and how to throw the uppercut. How do you coach a guy up on the uppercut? What do you tell him?
Well, first of all, you don't want it to become a dangerous punch for you. You don't want to drop your hand to throw it. You want to make sure that you drop that shoulder a little bit and you don't give up defense for offense.
Keep working the body.
Good snapping jab.
That's what you need to get inside. Hey, Joe, if you're going to rob a bank, you need a smoke screen so the guards don't see you coming. You want to get inside? Use the jab.
Briggs' right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. And now he's targeting upstairs. Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces them into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Keep moving! Keep moving!
Left to the body. The cannon's able to land a nice, clean left hand. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Joe Frazier. Frazier's been able to avoid having any of his opponent's headshots landing flush.
And what his opponent has to do, Joe, is make an adjustment. Well, we used to tell the fighters, when a guy's elusive like this fighter is right now, you have to shorten your punches up. Shorten them up a little bit, have less space to travel. They have a better chance of getting to that elusive target.
Come on now, this is it.
Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. Went to the body there, but unable to connect. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Crashes home a headshot after blocking his opponent. Briggs is cranked by an uppercut. Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. Unable to connect by Briggs. He brings an uppercut that really does damage there. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no, actually, I would say a little counter-punching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by the cannon. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Joe Frazier's so dangerous with that accuracy, a 2-punch combination landing. Scored well up top.
You gotta let your hands go. You have to. You have to be busy. This guy is beating you. If you throw 3 or 4 punches,
It's almost done. Out of that round. You're in control. Next round, let's keep this. Okay, listen. Don't let him plant his feet. Keep moving forward.
the start of this round, the halfway point of this fight. In a strange way, now it could create an offensive opportunity. Frazier's opponent is drawn to that cut he opened up. But the Cannon's in a tough spot right now. Solid. And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Briggs is getting back up to his feet after being knocked down. And he's holding.
You got this one. Nice.
Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. How about a return to sender? A rocking shot by the Cannon.
Hold on to him.
Well, he just went. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Briggs is stunned and down. Where did that punch come from? Teddy, do you think he can go on much longer here?
No, he's going to need to grab a little bit, take a little time off that clock.
Little head hunting with the left. For the well-being of their fighter, his corner may need to stop this fight.
Yeah, the well-being of now and tomorrow, because this is the kind of beating that's going to impact him tomorrow, take his confidence away. Maybe never be the same fighter if they don't stop him.
Big shot there. He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Come on.
9,
Get to your feet.
10.
Get up, damn it.
It's over. This fight is over. Frazier's a knockout victim. He couldn't beat the count.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockouts, your winner, the Cannon Briggs!
Good, solid shots all night long by Briggs. The last one ending things here.
And now I have to say that the commission, whenever he fights next, make sure that this opponent is checked and he gets all his medicals, because he took too much punishment tonight.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you soon.